The Vladdin RE. The Vladdin RE is the refillable version of Vladdin's original device. It's basically the same thing, just that the RE comes with refillable pods. The original Vladdin can also use the newer refillable pods, so if you have one of those, now you can refill it with your own liquid. It's a sleek, compact, stick device that caters to high nicotine e-juice, especially salt nic, which is really popular right now. Interestingly, Vladdin also mentions that their device is great for THC and CBD e-liquid. I haven't tried it like that, but anyway, let's take a look at it. So this comes in the colors of black, gold, rainbow, titanium, red, and blue. And you get it for $31.90 for the kit or $22 for the base device. In the box, you get the Vladdin device, one refillable pod, and a really nice micro USB charging cable. The design is really nice and has a great form factor to it. It's just under 4.5 inches long, a ½ inch thick, and about 3/4 inches wide. The pod is unique because it has a top fill design rather than the usual bottom fill design. To fill it up, you pull the mouthpiece off, pull out the little rubber seal, and then fill it up. There are 2 fill holes on the top, and this is nice because it lets you fill it up in one hole while air can come out of the other. When you fill up a new pod, you want to let it sit for 10 to 20 minutes to make sure that it really saturates the wick. I wouldn't say that this top fill method is better than bottom fill, but it might appeal to some people since you don't have to pull the pod out to fill it. But it's also a little messy when refilling it after it's already had liquid in it, because then you need to pull that plug out and you need to put it somewhere. So pros and cons. The pods can hold 1.5 mils of liquid, and that's pretty typical of small pod devices. That should be plenty for people using high nicotine e-liquid. Once it's full, it clicks right into place, and it's held in place with some strong magnets. It's not loose, and it sits in there really well. The pod's life will vary depending on your use, but they seem to last about 4 refills before they start to lose flavor, and I haven't had any problems with leaking. The refillable pods come in packs of 4 and cost $15.90. And the RE model is still compatible with Vladdin's pre-filled pods, so you can still use those too. I didn't get any of those to try, but I see on their site that they have 9 flavors to pick from, like several tobaccos, a menthol, blue raspberry, lychee, and a watermelon. And you can also buy variety packs that come with 4 different flavors. All of the flavors, including the variety packs, come in packs of 4 and sell for $26.90. And for the THC and CBD users out there, Vladdin makes a special Kush pod. I don't know a ton about it, but from what I see on their website, it's designed specifically for that type of vape. It has a 0.5 mil capacity and has an operating temperature between -10 to +60 Celsius. It also has an operating humidity of 10% to 90%. I don't know anything about those numbers, but it sounds like it would be useful to THC and CBD users. The Kush pods come in packs of 2 and cost $15.90. The coil inside the Vladdin pods are patented ceramic coils, so that to me sounds like they went through a lot of research and development to fine-tune the coils to work perfectly in their pods. At least I would assume so, if they felt it was worth patenting. And these are built at a resistance of around 1.2 to 1.5 ohm. Vladdin says that the device delivers consistent and efficient power delivery. I would assume that means that you always get a certain amount of wattage, even when the battery is low on charge. And that seems to be true in my experience. You'll get a great hit all the way up until you need to charge it. So I always like that. The battery inside the Vladdin is a 350 milliamp hour battery, so it's pretty typical. It should get you through a full day before having to charge it. To charge the battery, you just plug a micro USB cable into the port in the bottom. It'll take about 45 minutes to fully charge a dead battery, and you can vape it while it's charging. And there are safety protections built in, like short circuit, low voltage, and overheating. All right, flavor and performance. So the one complaint I've heard about this one is that it doesn't have a good throat hit. And for a lot of people using these types of devices, throat hit plays a big part of the satisfaction. Personally, I think it has a good throw hit. I've been using 24 milligram salt nic, and I think the throw hit is pretty much exactly what I would expect 24 milligrams to be in any device. I suppose it might be a little bit softer, but not much. The Vladdin RE is draw activated, so you take a draw and it activates. The responsiveness of the Vladdin RE is one of the best things about it. It hits fast and immediately. A lot of pod systems require really tight suction and strong draws to get a good hit, but this just works all the time, no matter how light or how hard you hit it. The airflow is smooth and tight. You can't really get a lung hit with this, and that's what I like with pod devices. So for me, the airflow is perfect. The wicking is amazing too. I've never gotten a dry hit, even after taking hit after hit. It's designed really well. Now the flavor isn't all that great at first, but I found that it actually gets better over time. This part really caught me off guard because I was about to write this one off as the flavor being subpar, but then as I was hitting it one day, the flavor just came out like a switch was flipped in the pod. It was just out of the blue. So if you're using a Vladdin and you think the flavor isn't there, give it a chance. Vape that pod halfway through, maybe even more for some pods, and then the coil, it just breaks in in and starts to taste way better. Okay, so that's it for the Vladdin RE. The biggest drawback is how long it takes for the pods to break in, but once that pod starts putting out that flavor, everything about the device is pretty damn good. I also see that they offer free DHL shipping for orders over $50, so if you buy a device and some extra pods, you can get free shipping and delivered really fast, so that's a nice plus. This was sent to me from Vladdin for the purpose of this review. You can get one from them, VladdinVapor.com, for $31.90 for the full kit. Alright, thanks for checking out this review, and I'll catch you on the next one.